Yo, what's going on, everyone? It's DLloyd. So what I'm about to say may be unpopular, especially because when I'm putting this video out, right? We are watching the Miami Heat taking on the Boston Celtics in the Eastern Conference Finals. They had a great come from behind victory in game one, led by really Jimmy Butler, right? He had 41 points on 12 of 19 shooting, very efficient, played great defense. The Celtics could not score when he was the primary defender on the ball. So like a lot of great things that came out of that game, and Jimmy Butler balled, bro. Like he absolutely showed everybody why he is a great NBA player. With that said, however, the media loves to be on extremes, right? Like you suck one day and the next day you are the greatest thing since sliced bread. Like it's really no in between. And people feel like if you're in between that you're hating or you don't know what you're talking about or whatever the case is. But right now the narrative is, and you see especially on ESPN, platforms like ESPN, right? Is Jimmy Butler a top 5 player? And I don't know where these questions are coming from because I'm looking at it. I'm sure you guys are looking at it, and it's just like Jimmy Butler is a good or great NBA player. Like he really is. He's a solid player that could do everything for you. He's not just a scorer. He could defend. He could lock down, the other team's best offensive weapon. At the same time, he's not a shooter, but he can, step behind the three-point line to shoot. His mid-range game, in my opinion, is what, separates him a little bit more, because great players master that mid-range game, right? Because especially when playoff time comes, defenses may stretch a little bit more, make sure they take away the three, but then the paint definitely, closes down, locks down a little bit more, and then that mid-range game becomes so important. And Jimmy Butler definitely has that, right? He has a lot of moves in his arsenal, but he is not a top 5 NBA player. Jimmy Butler is not that. He is a very good player, definitely, top 15, top 20, top 5. It's just absolutely no way. And that's just, the media being, on the extremes. On the extremes right now. He's on this high because, he had a great game 1 performance. But being a top 15 NBA player is not a knock on anybody by any means. Like over the 300 players in the NBA, top 15, pretty elite company, right? I mean, you are an all-star every single game. You are a borderline all-NBA selection. There's nothing wrong with being top 15. I don't want that to be like a slight to Jimmy Butler, but let's be real. You're saying top 5. Now you're putting him, on Giannis and on KD level, and that's not it. But we know what Jimmy Butler could do, and Jimmy Butler could step up, especially when he's upset or mad or has a chip on his shoulder. That's when we see the best Jimmy Butler. Like he was talking about, he went 0 for 2 from 3 in game 1. He wants to go 0 for 0 in game 2 because he just wants to keep banging and banging, getting down low, making his presence felt. And those are the players that you love. And those are the players that help you win championships, that a lot of teams, especially if you want to have that physical identity, you want that guy on your team. He is that player. He is literally that player. I love Jimmy Butler's mentality, right? Because some people have a better skill set that I might rank higher than him, but they don't have that mentality that I'm looking for. At least, everybody is looking for different things in teams. At least I'm looking for it. I would love to have Jimmy Butler, lined up to battle me any day of the week. But top 5 player, he's not. So let's stop. Let's stop that conversation. Let's appreciate Jimmy for what he is. A great NBA player that has that dog in him that's going to go after you. But he needs help on the team. And he needs that team that's going to, they're going to develop that dog with them. They have to have that same mentality. The Miami Heat have that. And that's why Jimmy Butler works so well there. You see when he was in Minnesota, they didn't really have that same dog back then that they do, that he wanted, right? So I think that's why things, weren't always the best. But he has that, and you see what he's doing with Miami, and it's fantastic to watch. But let's just stay away from the extremes. Let's just take it for what it is, man. So that's my opinions on Jimmy Butler. You guys let me know, unpopular or not, how you guys feel about it. Is he a top 5 player? Where do you rank him? I think, like I said, top 15, maybe top 20 is the lowest, but he's a good player or a great player. I would say great. He's a great player that I would love to have on my team, but he's not top 5. Come on. Let me know how you guys feel about it, though, in the comment section below. It's DLloyd. I'm going to see y'all next time. Peace.